Hi everyone, welcome to another video. Challenge time. I was talking to my good friend Mark, and you might have seen him in numerous videos that we've done together. And he said, I've got a subject for you, or rather a topic. He said, we see these videos on YouTube about learning composition, about the art of framing, about the art of setting up a camera, all the things that go into photography. He said, but we never see any videos that specifically talk about subject. And he thought it would be a good idea, and I kind of agree with him, that we, could go out with a specific subject in mind. And I know that for my own part, I'll just go out and I'll see something. Oh, that's a good shot. Oh, that's a good shot. Oh, that's a good shot. And take random pictures of everything. And you see this in my midweek camera roll. But to go out with one specific subject and intentionally photograph only that subject could be quite a good challenge. So what I think I need to do is choose a subject, research the subject, and then go out and take pictures of that subject. And that would be good because I can do things like framing the subject, abstract parts of the subject, wait for this particular light. It's bright today, but daytime is a great time for doing that. So this video is going to be intentional subject photography, or I might come up with a better title when I go out. So let's go online quickly and just check out the subject that I've got in mind, do a little research. Shouldn't take long, a couple of minutes, and then we'll get out and do it. So the place I want to visit is Ripple Windmill, which is just outside Deal. So between Jubilee Way, the top of Jubilee Way, going down to Deal, there's this lovely black windmill. So let's just type in here. It's not far from me. Ripple Windmill, Ringwould. So first of all, I can see lots of people have taken images of the black windmill at Ripple, some in sunset, some in sunrise. Look at that one with a rather lovely sky. So I think I could get some potential good photography out of this. Let me just quickly launch, let's move that light out of the way, quickly launch Google Earth. 3 things I need to look at here, and that is the perspectives in terms of north, south, east, west. Where am I going to stand to get the best light? Right, so let's just put in Ripple Windmill again. This should give me my Ripple Windmill Ringwould. Let's be specific here. Ooh, one too many eyes. Doesn't like that, so we'll just go for Ringwould in Kent. Ringwould, Deal, Kent. And then I can zoom in. Let's lose that. St. Nicholas Church. The windmill should be here. There it is. Zoom in. Now I can see quite a few footpaths here. There's one coming from that direction. There's one coming from this direction. Here's the main road that goes into Deal. Let's just get a 3D going. So it's right smack in the middle of farmland. I can see that there are some paths, and I don't know, are they public footpaths? What will be the permissions to sit or rather stand so close to the windmill? Because the windmill itself is private. It's private land. You can't go up the lane or anything. So I'm thinking I might be able to stand around here, come down here and get a shot. Let's turn it round. Get a shot of the windmill from that side or from this side. And then if I want to do some abstract stuff, I can get right up close, just follow the thing in. So the next thing I want to do is just check the UK footpaths. Can't do my location because it doesn't really work, because it thinks my location is somewhere in Surrey. The joy of secret ISPs, right? But I know where Ripple is. It's on this main road here, Ringwould. There's Ringwould. There's the windmill location. And look at this, I've got public footpath that goes all the way up to the edge. So I know I'll be safe without somebody shouting, "Get off my land!" So I've got my location, I've got the subject, and I think it's just a case of going out now and see if I can capture some good images of the one intentional subject. Let's go. Quite an interesting challenge, actually, because when we think of finding a subject, it's not so hard to do if you're a portrait photographer, right? So you would automatically have a subject and you're just going to take a lot of pictures of those subjects, you know, the person you're taking pictures of. Equally, if you're doing a wedding shoot, the subject is the bride and groom, but equally all the family. So, you know, that's subjectivity. You're taking pictures of subjects. But when you're coming out and you do a wide range of photography, as I do, street photography, motorsport, landscapes, randoms, because I like randoms. It's windy, I'm hoping you can hear me over the wind. But as I was saying, if you're coming out to do a specific shoot and you've chosen your subject, then it puts you more in focus. Cloud hiding the sun at the moment, but it's coming out over the windmill, which is nice. And of course you could choose any subject. Say you wanted to take a picture of a red telephone box, and only a red telephone box. Then find the best one with its aspects. Get close in, take a picture of the door handle, the glass, maybe inside, you know. So with this in mind, I think several shots of the windmill from this long distance, I actually liked it from down the footpath there. Sadly, the sails are facing the wrong way, because if I go and stand on the other side, I'll have the sun in front of me, which may not be optimal, because, you know, looking at the windmill as I'm looking at the sun there, windmill will be all in shade. And let's get to the top of this hill and size it up. The Nelson seat, I've no idea what that pertains to. Donated by the people of Ringwould, but you could take a seat here and look at that vista with the sea, and you can see the Goodwin Sands today. Wow, that's where they are. I don't know if I can zoom in with the DJI, but I'll give you a shot if I can. But look at the windmill, isn't that lovely? And the public footpath comes right down through the middle. If I go down that way, then there's less to see. But coming down this footpath, I'll get a nice aspect. I like the White House. I like the tree in bloom, the blossom. There's two trees. Look at that, that's lovely. And the more I walk down here, we get the back sail as well. And then I will walk along the little footpath that goes up towards, try and get some close-up stuff. Right, let's prop this tripod down. Take a couple of shots to start with. And of course, doing it this way means that I'm more tuned in to the subject. If I was going around just doing random shots, as I always do, might be down at Folkestone Harbour. Oh, look at the boat. Oh, look at the bridge. Oh, look at the... You're just taking shots. But now I've got to really think, because I'm subject orientated, how can I capture as many shots of this, which perhaps could be portfolio worthy, you know? And I guess the thing is, well, is that I can make it black and white. I can turn it into a high contrast, because there are clouds in the sky. I've not brought a tripod, so I can't do long exposure. But yeah, some strange little clouds going on there. So what I'm going to do is take the shots that I think are worthy of, you know, the subject, be it that I'm right up with it, or I'm at a distance, or I've walked around. Whatever I do, I'm not going to be distracted by the lovely cottage down there. I don't know if you can see it. There's a lovely white cottage behind me, so I'm not going to be distracted by that. But what I will do is only focus on the windmill, its milieu, which is Swedish for environment, and you know, so incorporate the house. I might have to move down a bit because I've got some houses in the distance there, but the sun's shining, so we'll get one in the bag. I'm going auto. What am I doing? I always do this. Let's make sure all the settings are back to normal. I was out with Georgia the other night doing some stuff for her A-level. So I'll turn auto ISO off. Super bright today. We'll fix it at 100. I'll give myself my aperture at priority, f11. Whatever speed it tells me it needs is the speed we'll have. So f11, 1/200th of a second. I'm putting it, first of all, smack in the middle of the horizon, so that I've got the browns, the windmill, and then the sky. Got cyclists coming up, so be quick, Smith. And the beauty there is I can display it on the screen for you as I need to. Nice aspect of the windmill, we've got the back end sail. Let's go back here a little bit so that you can see it. Tracking doesn't always give me the best shot, but I'm coming in 200 mil here. No, where am I? Just the windmill, bit of the tree. Very pretty. It's funny, on the UK Footpaths website, it actually showed that this was a public footpath going around. So I don't feel like I'm trespassing. Lovely. So I'm going to try and get a couple of shots here where I look at the aspect of the image. Hopefully that should work. Did I say aspect? I meant subject. Some aspect shots of the subject. Got this lovely sail on the back. We've got the windows. I might get some shots if I go further round. See if I can get a few from here. I like that. Just the sail. But I've got the main sail in there as well. It's turning gently. Aspects of the windmill. How about one of the windows? I saw a James Popsis one the other day where he was taking photographs of the lighthouse and he only captured a shot of the window. And he said he likes to do photographs, and I like this idea, where the image asks more questions than it answers. It makes you think, well, I see the window. Is there a light at the top of the lighthouse? How far down does it go? That kind of thing. So, I mean, you can see it here, can't you? But we captured the image. Good old James Popsis. Good source of inspiration for us all. Capture it with the tree. Very pleasant. Could make it black or white, but we've got all the sun coming down. It's lovely. Of course, one thing I didn't think about when I was doing the Google Earth overview was the fact that we might have trees blocking the scene, because I'm standing right behind the windmill, and because I'm behind it, I've got this tree. I suppose I could clone out the branches. It depends how close I can get. I like the aspect of the back end of the top of the mill with the sails. Look at that sky. Lovely.
I'm going to take a shot of the sail just reaching out with the blue sky, because that's the whole aspect of what we've got going on here. We're allowed to experiment with different elements of the subject, but bearing in mind that the subject is what is the focus. I could be randomly taking pictures of the landscape now because it's so beautiful here. We've got the Dover Port Memorial in the distance there. So yeah, but no. Yeah, but no. We're focusing on the subject. It's the windmill. And I'm going to walk around to see if maybe if I get a little further down. Trouble is, the more I go around the bend here, I've then got the sun in my eyes, which means the windmill will not be illuminated. But if we just go around here, I might... Yeah, look at that. It's looking lovely with the blossom. And conveniently, the bushes. Oh, look at that with the little cottage in the foreground. Just the ticket. Get a shot of that, I'm sure. So the sun is right up here on the left, and can I take a shot of this? I like the tree, the blossom. 18 mil. Yeah, very nice. Including the White House there, with the foreground of the bush here. Just because I'm trying to get different aspects. But then the windmill with the roof of the house, all the sails in shot, hat blowing off. Very nice. Okay, lots of pictures of the thing. I'm going to go back down there, see if I can get one of the main windmill with this side, because I walked around the far side, but if I can get it with this front from that angle, I think I'll see you over there. If photography was the prize and I owned this land, I'd probably be outstanding in my field, wouldn't I? Anyway, look, lovely furrows. Get down low, that's what I'm thinking. Although if I get down low, I'll lose the green hedge. But the windmill on the horizon, whether I can pick it up or not, we've got the wind turbines out on the sea. What a great juxtaposition. Old mill, new windmills on the windmill farm. Don't know if I can take a couple of shots here that captures all of those windmills. I can, you know. Do I want to wait for that sun? There's a cloud covering it. Just get a nice wash of light coming across the field. I like the furrows. Am I waiting? I can see the sunlight coming across. It's washing this way. That's the name of the game, isn't it, with photography? Sometimes you have to be patient. Just wait a moment. You can see it now, washing across. Maybe black and white is the answer, because there's clouds now. Oh, there's a spot of sunlight. Lovely. And then I'm going to zoom in, 200 mil. Hopefully I will have got one or two out of that will be workable. And if they're not, I'll make them black and white. Well, that was an interesting exercise. Actually focusing just on one subject and make sure your mind doesn't stray. You don't start taking random pictures, which is fine, you know, if you want to just go out and do a walkabout, as I often do, and take pictures that you find pleasing. But when you do something like this, your mind is naturally drawn to the subject. You try not to stray. You try not to focus on other things. So all I had in mind was wide panorama, using the windmill as a subject, or having close-ups, aspect photography, you know, just cropping right in so that I could get some different views of the windmill. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to post a few of these images on Instagram. I'll give you a gallery in a minute because I took a few other shots as well of the windmill other than the video ones. So a little gallery at the end. What I'm going to do is put some stuff on my Instagram channel. Tudor_Smith_photography. Bit of a mouthful, but there you go. And I'm going to use a hashtag, Tudor's Subject Challenge, on screen for you. Hashtag Tudor's Subject Challenge. And so what I want to do is invite you, if you have an Instagram account and you use it, either add me as a friend or just post your images, but use that hashtag. Hashtag Tudor's Subject Challenge. And we can all click the link. So, you know, if we post our own image, we can then click that hashtag and it will reveal all the other images that you will have hopefully uploaded and use that hashtag. You can also tag me, you know, at TudorSmith_photography, all that nonsense. But it'd be interesting if you feel like you want to take part in this, you know, focus yourself on a specific subject. It could be a plant, it could be a tree, it could be a post box, a phone box, it could be a car. Say I only want to choose a red car, but any red car in any location, but it's going to be the subject, it's going to be a red car. You know, whatever takes your fancy, use the hashtag Tudor's Subject Challenge. I think it would be fun. It's fun to see, because I don't have one of these, you know, websites or, you know, Facebook group where we can all share. But a lot of you I follow already, and a lot of you follow me on YouTube as well as Instagram. It'd be good to continue that kind of community vibe, talking about the photos, and then I can leave a comment, can't I? Great image, so-and-so. You know, you really got on board with it. Thank you, Mark, for the discussion about subject-orientated photography. Ripple Windmill, very nice. And with that, gallery, and I'll see you in another video. I've been a bit neglectant of this channel because I've been focusing on my other channel, which topped 20,000 subscribers this week. Get in so much. My photography channel, 1,300 subscribers. The faithful few are still clinging on. Many views, but not subscribes. Hey ho. See you in the next video. Bye for now.